Back at Hayward Field, just underway with the Nike men's 2 mile. It's a unique format to run 2 miles, so we pick them up with about 3,000 meters to go. You see the Hayward field record, and pace setters already out in front doing their job. This field, again, in this non-traditional distance, set up to run very, very fast. They love to put the distance runners on display here at Pre-Classic. I'm joined by Olympian and Boston Marathon winner Des Linden as we look at the complete field. And we've got world record holder in the 5,000 and 10,000 meter, Joshua Cheptegei of Uganda. He's up there near the front of the pack. Solomon Barega, who won that 10,000 meter race in Tokyo. And then the American Paul Chalimo back there in about 6th position in his blue Nike kit, settling in as the pace setters start this quickly around the track for the second time.
This really is the who's who of men's distance running coming off of Tokyo with the 5K and 10K. You have the entire podium from the 10K, and we're going to throw in 4th and 5th with Arigawe and Grant Fisher from America, who had great running out in Tokyo and just really showed that he belongs in this mix and inserted himself well and just ran incredibly brave. So you see him mixing it up there as well.
So 8 full laps and then some of the track for that 2 mile distance. Only one man has ever gone under 8 minutes in this event. That was Daniel Coleman, who once held the Bowerman mile record here at Pre-Classic. He ran 7:58.61 back in 1997. Those racers in front, the pace setters, Josh Thompson and Bethwell Bergen, scheduled to go through the first half at about 4:01, 4:02, and then the racing behind them will begin. Cheptegei now getting passed on the outside by Michael Cabet.
You really have the personnel to see something special happen today. You have these guys who went after it indoors and put a number of men under 7:30 and scared Daniel Coleman's indoor 3,000 meter record. So they've got the experience clicking off those 60s, and then they just really hammered it down those final few laps. So they've experienced this, and it doesn't seem that over their heads at this point. It's a high quality field.
You see the separation between the pace setters, Thompson and Bergen, as the first few laps are done. 5 laps to run. You won't miss a thing as we step away. The racing continues on the track at Pre. As they come down the main straightaway, a reminder right here at Hayward Field, the World Championships are coming to the U.S. for the first time. Buy your tickets at worldchampsoregon22.com. One athlete that has an automatic spot in that World Championship next year is the reigning world champion at 10,000 meters, Joshua Cheptegei. He's in the yellow Ugandan kit there in 2nd position, just behind Daniel Ebenyo of Kenya and Nibret Melak of Ethiopia.
Tucked himself in there quite nicely. The pacers stepped off, so the real racing has begun. He's probably a little disappointed after that 10,000 meter loss. He has the world record there. He has the world record in 5,000, so he's in a good position here to utilize that closing speed that he has.
The American Paul Chalimo now steps out into lane number 2, back there at about 7th or 8th position. Right alongside fellow American Grant Fisher in the Bowerman Track Club kit.
Joe Klecker tucked in there nice as well. He's with the On Athletic Club that saw big performances recently from Alicia Munson, Gordy Beamish winning the mile last night. He's got to feel confident that his coach, Dathan Ritzenheim, has us prepared to show up and run really well out here.
64.6 on that last lap of the track. Again, this is a 2-mile distance, so less than 2 laps to go. And after that collapse on that last lap, Des, things started to spread out again.
It did. They saw that number and they wanted to spice things up here. You look at the flags, they're flat, they're down. Usually on the backstretch here, we get a little bit of wind. Conditions are good, and they should really start stretching it out soon.
Oh, we got some tripping and falling going on back there behind, as that was Ebenyo, who'd been among the leaders, that got tripped up, and he's now back in the back of that lead pack. Staying out of the fray are the 2 favorites now. Solomon Barega, the Olympic gold medalist at 10,000 meters, and right now He is behind Joshua Cheptegei, the Olympic champion at 5,000. They come to the bell with 1 lap to go.
That little stumble is enough to do it, to get you moving and on your horse. Cheptegei says, I've had enough with that. I don't want to get tangled up. I'm going to find my own space and go out in front and take this thing.
Back in third, Jacob Kiplimo of Uganda, who is the bronze medalist in the 10,000 meters, as they head down the backstretch for the final time. The American Klecker moving up now into the top 5.
Put himself in great position. There's a little gap forming. He's got to fight here to try to latch onto that group if he wants to run with them down the final straight.
And here comes Paul Chalimo. He goes by Klecker and now challenging Aragawi and Kiplimo. And there's going to be a race to the finish.
Always aggressive, Kiplimo. There he is again, making moves late. Put himself in a good position coming off that corner.
4 guys in the mix with less than 50 to go. Joshua Cheptegei celebrates early and celebrates the win. And once again, Chalimo has to dive at the line, but this time it's for second.
Beautiful close by Cheptegei. Not surprised to see Chalimo giving it everything. He's got to be thrilled to close down well, but honestly a little bit bittersweet. This is his 3rd second-place finish at the Prefontaine Classic. He's got the bronze and a silver in the 5,000 meters, a bunch of second places in Prefontaine. Certainly hungry for more, but not a bad day, not a bad bounce back after Tokyo.
And a big wave to the crowd here at Hayward Field. Chalimo getting the confirmation of the result, as he does indeed finish in second ahead of Kiplimo. And Des, you know, they say track is a contact sport. Here it was with Cheptegei.
Yep, that's just jostling for position. That's racing. If you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. That's the saying. And they get it all squared away on that final bend. Cheptegei puts the breakaway in, creates the space, has a little time to celebrate. And Paul, we got it wrong. It looked like Chalimo might have been second or third there with Barega. Excuse me. That's the wrong results.
Yeah, now confirmed by the timers that Chalimo did indeed finish in third, 1/100th of a second behind Barega. So the 2 Olympic champions at 10,000 and 5,000 meters, 1 and 2. Chalimo, the silver medalist, finishes in third. And after that 2-mile celebration, another winner earlier in the day has caught her breath, ready for the offseason. A Thing Mo, who's down with Lewis.